Hello rat bags, it's Jade. Welcome to a Subnautica and Subnautica Below Zero guide to cheating. Yes, big fat dirty cheaters. If you are finding some things a little bit difficult, maybe there's a glitch, maybe there's a bug and it's wiped out your inventory, or your sea vehicles have suddenly been exploded and you really don't have to go all the way to the trouble making it again, well, I'm going to show you how you can cheat and get back up to speed super quickly. So please make sure you liked, make sure you're subscribed as I show you how to do this cheat on Nintendo Switch, Xbox as well as PlayStation, and it does work on PC too. Best in survival games news, guides and opinion, and of course lots of Subnautica content. Make sure you're subscribed. And here we go. So I'm currently on Nintendo Switch right now. You can see I've got Subnautica and Below Zero, and I'm going to load up both of them to show you this cheat still works. Now this cheat has actually been in the game a long time, but they did subtly change it, and at one point they removed it from the Xbox version for a while. So there was always a bit of confusion about whether or not it still worked. Now obviously I'm in survival mode, and like I said, you may just need a little bit of help because you've been killed by something, you don't have to go through all the trouble, or you do want to be a bit creative but you don't want to do it in a creative world, you still want to experience lots of the story. Here is how you do it. Pause the game, and then all you need to do is tap all 4 shoulder buttons at the same time. So on Nintendo Switch, that's obviously ZL and L and ZR and R, and there you go, pops up with developer. On Xbox One, that's going to be obviously the LB, RB, LT, RT keys, and the PlayStation, it's going to be the right 1, right 2, L2, L1 keys. It's pretty simple, guys. And this actually works exactly the same way. Now on PC you have to press the F3 key and that'll open up a small little bar in the corner, top left, and that's where you can type in commands. Now when you open it up you've got 3 little choices here: commands, give and teleport. So the commands will literally do what they say on the tin. If we come out of it just for a second, now the ship, spoilers, will blow up eventually. If I go into developer mode and we go ahead and press explode ship, we'll see what happens now. Boom! And there you go, we just blew up the ship. So you can effectively trigger that quicker. If you're a bit of a pro at Subnautica, maybe you're playing it on the Switch for the first time but you've played it elsewhere, you may want to just get things moving along a little bit quicker, and you can go and explore the Aurora ship a little bit quicker now. Next up, obviously, we've got no cost, and that will simply mean you don't have to have any resources when you're crafting at the fabricator. So I'll click that on too, press start, go back into my escape pod, and then show you guys the fabricator. You can see I can make whatever I want out of all of these recipes that we already have. Now it doesn't unlock all the blueprints. This one simply will just give you the basics, and you can craft all of these no problem. Just to show you, a standard O2 tank. I've obviously got nothing in my inventory as you saw, but I can go ahead and craft whatever it is I want. Go back into development mode again, and this time I'm going to take no damage. So let's jump into the water. Now it's a bit hard to find some creatures that will actually do you any damage in the early stages of Subnautica, exploring the shoals. But there is a couple, if I could find them. Where's the big one with the big flipper? There they are. In fact, we've got the shark one down here. This is a good bet. I don't remember these guys being this far over. Come on, mate. Now watch my heart. You can see. There you go. I'm not taking any damage from any of the fish. Oh, but I do need oxygen still. Don't worry though. We can do something about that. If we go into developer mode, obviously oxygen's going to give you oxygen. That's it. My oxygen's not going to run out now. I can swim away to my heart's content, exploring, going down and getting something. You play the game how you want to play. If there's cheats there, it obviously means developers don't mind you using them, and although it's a little bit hidden, a little bit secret, they can remove them as they once did, like I said, for the Xbox version way back when. Now if we go into fast build, literally it will just build and plonk something down as soon as we get it. So we'll do that in a second. Let's see if we can give ourselves something like the habitat builder. There you go, just got the habitat builder. We can give ourselves some fins, give ourselves the sea moth. Boom! Like I said, whatever reason you're using this, maybe you've accidentally lost your save, maybe there's a bug that's deleted half your time, or you didn't save your game. Well, now you can just give yourself a little bit of a head start and a boost to get back involved. So let's try the fast build one and see what actually happens with it. we'll get our habitat builder and we'll go somewhere where we can put a little bit of a base piece. There you go. It just does it automatically instead of having to wait a few seconds for it to materialize and build. Fast scan, exactly the same sort of thing. It's going to just mean your scanner is going to obviously work a lot quicker. So fast hatch literally means that eggs that you can get from these sea creatures will hatch in your aquariums a lot quicker. Likewise, things will grow a lot quicker too. Fast grow means that any fauna you're growing in plant boxes is going to grow super quick. And Bob the Builders are probably one of the best ones. It pretty much unlocks every single item in the game. Do that now. You can see I've just been giving myself a bunch of new weapons. So there you go. I've now got a scanner and it should work if we fast scan something. There we go. So you can see that's a little bit quicker as well. Normally the fast scan does take a bit longer. Oh my god. It's a whole school of stalkers. I've never seen that. I've never seen so many stalkers that close to each other. Ain't gonna lie, this may be the first time I'm actually playing on Switch. Big shout out to Unknown Worlds for sorting me out code early. And now if you press the build button with the habitat builder, you can see we've got all of these items. So go ahead, put plant pot down. Although I think it only goes into actual bases, so that's not necessarily great for us. Let's get one of these bad boys. There we go. Hatch on. And with this one, you can go ahead and put whatever you want inside. The alien containment field. Now, unlock doors actually works for all types of doors. So it'll also work for the precursor green doorways that you come into. So if you come across one of them and you haven't got the tablet to open it, you can use that and it will do the job. And for some weird reason, there is one called Reset Motor Mode. And that pretty much means you'll just do the swimming animation, even though you're in places where you're not technically meant to be swimming. So you can see using the precursor key one gives you all of the keys. Blue tablet, the orange tablet, the purple tablet and the red one. And Infect 50 will give you an infection. Not only that, it'll also give any creatures in the area the infection as well. I'm not 100% sure why that is the case, but hey yo. Basically before you leave. Oh no. Oh. 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 Nasty. Nasty, 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 nasty. Oh, now you got green hands. Yeah, don't use that one, folks. Don't use that one. Now, still with the give, we can give ourselves the prawn suit. So I'm going to show you all of this as well, guys. Now, I'm going to show you the differences on the below zero content as well. But obviously, you've got the Seamoth. We can do the prawn suit as well. There we go. Bosh, bosh, bosh. And I totally pressed the wrong button. I was going to jump. We can even go for the Cyclops. Oh, it's in the ground. Oh, it's struggling. I'm surprised that didn't blow up. There we go. We've got the big, massive, mahoosive submarine. Hopefully I can get in. Boom, shakalaka. There we go. Free at last. And again, you can give yourself the precursor keys once more. I'll just give you another batch. And you can also give yourself the ion crystals, which you'll need some of eventually too. And then finally, it's time to go teleporting. Now, I would definitely obviously say, make sure you save your game before you mess around with any of these commands. I've definitely had this crash on me before. But let's start just moving around. There we go. We're inside. So we're inside the Aurora, the big ship now. Spoilers. We can teleport to the Aurora instead. This is going to give us just outside. We can go to different wrecks. There you go. Big old exploration there. Base 1. Should be the big island, I think, spawning in. It's taking a while to load up, but you get the idea. There you go, the Jelly Shroom Cave. Lots of good stuff here. And you can see there's so many places that you could go and teleport to, guys. Oh, like I said, sometimes it might not always work 100% correctly. And there we go. We're inside the lava castle. Once it loads up. Bosh. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Now the thing is, I'm not 100% sure if these actually affect your achievements. They never used to, but they may have switched that and changed that now that they will affect them. So do it at your own risk. Like I said, make sure you've saved the game. Now to reset all this and so that it goes back to normal, just simply quit out. And when you load back in, all of the cheats should be off. Just make sure you didn't teleport to somewhere you didn't want to, otherwise you're going to have to cheat again to teleport back. Okay, now to show you below zero. Now obviously below zero is pretty much exactly the same thing, but I'm going to show you just a few differences. Also, just an FYI, most of them cheats will turn themselves off if you just go and click on them again in the menu, but I think the Bob the Builder one, it will automatically keep the items unlocked even if you go try and turn it off afterwards. So you may need to log out your game, log back in, or kill yourself to reset it completely. Now on PC, like I said, there's a bunch more commands you can use. I'm going to leave a link to a site, the wiki, that will show you all the commands that you can type in. You do get a lot more options with the PC cheats. Lots of little weird and wacky things like turning off buoyancy, you can give entity statistics, fix leaks all in one go. There's a hell of a lot of commands you can do. And although console doesn't have all of them, I still think it's pretty decent that we can mess around with some of these. So let's just run and get in the water, and then we'll take a look at what else we can do that's slightly different. So there's the drop pods. Falling in, and we're in below zero now. And it's the same thing, guys. Go in there, press all the top 4 shoulder buttons, opens up the developer console. And this time we've obviously got some added ones. So we can click cold, which means I will never get cold. That's one of the obviously big differences with this game, is that when you're out of water, you can sometimes freeze with the storms, and the water actually keeps you warm. It's still got the Bob the Builder, the no cost, no damage, the oxygen, fast build, fast scan, fast hatch, fast grow, unlock doors, precursor keys, and a reset moder. But it's also got a kill command. So if you get stuck anywhere, you can't get out, there's something wrong, press that and you'll respawn at the last point that you was at. And if you really want to mess around with some of the new stuff, we've got the new vehicle that's in Subnautica below zero, the sea truck. And we've got the Snow Fox. Also below zero you can spawn in some eggs, and you can see it's given me every egg going in the game. Just look at all the weird wonderful creatures you could potentially have as pets. Oh my god, that one's actually, that is horrendously scary. And same thing again, you can teleport to all the locations in the game. You can see they're all here. Just be warned, some of this stuff is still a little bit buggy. Although it's quite nice to see actually how the game's somehow developed. Got all these weird signs. Maybe they're testing areas. I've like landed in a dev test world. Yeah, maybe use some of these at your own danger. Obviously on the Switch it's going to take a bit longer for the world to load in, so be careful, use these at your basically your own risk. But normally, as long as you kind of find your way through the terrain and get on dry land, you should be okay. So enjoy! You'll never get a judgment from me. I love all this kind of stuff, I love cheats, I love breaking stuff and seeing how it all works. It's your game, you do you. Cheat away if that's what you want. Until next time, Ratbags, I will see you soon. Go and check out the rest of my guides. And yeah, laters. Enjoy the cheats.